3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bot Podcast. We're going to get right into it this week because we started a little bit late. That is my fault. So, today's topic we're going to talk about this week, it's going to be a little bit vague, so I'll go into a little bit of detail with it. But to start off, it's just going to be titled as, who would you fight for? And to give a little bit of description in there, today we're going to be talking about a bunch of video game universes who we would rather fight for or think would win in a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, Chris, why don't you take it away with our first one?
So, the first one, it would be, we're going to talk about, zombies, and we're going to try to somewhat keep this about video games. There might be some movies or we might bring in, or a TV show we might bring in, but,
Yeah.
the first one would be zombie, which, fuck me. That's so tiny. Zombies would rather, fuck, dude. I can barely read this.
You want me to read it? I have it.
I can't zoom in.
Which would you rather fight? Fuck. Okay, hold on. Okay, which would you rather fight for zombies? If you were okay, so here's the question: if you were fighting zombie horde, which type would you rather be fighting? Zombies from Left 4 Dead or State of Decay? I think this is a pretty easy one, but I'll let you lead it off.
Okay, so I played State of Decay a little bit. And what was the other one? Oh, Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
I would say I would rather fight State of Decay zombies.
I think you're incorrect, but elaborate.
Well, hear me out. On Left 4 Dead, you came across so many of the special zombies, the crawling ones, the ones that would grab you, the big guys, the screamers, and all the zombies would just rush you. Where State of Decay, from what I played on, I think State of Decay 2 when it came on Xbox, I barely ran into any of the special zombies. When I did, it was holy fuck.
Yeah.
But I would rather have that chance of barely running into him or consistently running into him.
See, here's the problem though, and it's one word: ferals. Ferals. It's the special zombies in State of Decay, which run on 4 legs, and when you're playing on the hardest difficulty, basically are just an insta-kill.
Oh, well that's the same on Left 4 Dead has the zombies that run on all 4.
Yeah, but they're more
of
wall jumpers.
Screamers. They also have screamers that
State of Decay has screamers too.
The more but the more they scream, more zombies come from that than State of Decay.
Lies.
And State of Decay, you're based around a farm types areas, more so than. I'd rather have that open area than Left 4 Dead, where you're in a fucking city where there's a lot more zombies.
Well, those people are just fucking stupid. You don't have to be in the city.
But that's the locations they got picked. We can't change them.
Yeah, but if you were there fighting those zombies, obviously we wouldn't stay there. So if we started there, we'd get out.
If you have well, that's the whole thing. The whole game is them trying to get out. It's a lot harder than you think. It's a lot harder when you think. I would rather be in State of Decay than
Left 4 Dead.
Fucking Left 4 Dead. For some reason, so I wanted to do another one. I want to do another one too.
Hold on, before we go into that one, I just gotta argue against you real quick, just because I think you're wrong. I feel
False.
there's only one thing that I would absolutely despise fighting if I were to choose Left 4 Dead, and that's the oh crap, what are they called?
The tank?
Nope. The small girls who cry in the corner and then come and claw the shit out of you.
Yeah. Those are the witches.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Me and my friend played Left 4 Dead at his house all the time when we were younger, and anytime we ran into that, we literally were shitting bricks. Yeah. So I would be doing the same thing in real life if we were in Left 4 Dead, because I'm not gonna lie, I would much rather be choosing Left 4 Dead over State of Decay, because the whole blood plague and blood plague zombies and stuff is not for me. if I were to be in Left 4 Dead and I heard that like whining cry going on, I nope. I'll go to
You're
the next
done.
building. Yeah, like either good luck, you could go in and clear it, or I'll just go to the next building and we could clear that and spend the night there. I ain't dealing with that. But
Um,
honestly, I'd much rather be in Left 4 Dead than State of Decay because, well, and here's a couple other things. In State of Decay, whenever you get hit by a zombie, you have the chance to get blood plague. If it's a blood plague zombie that comes up, and you have a chance to get the blood plague, which means after that you need to get
oh,
blood plague samples to be able to make a cure for it. If it gets to
um,
that stage, you can have them rest in a medical tent and it'll go away eventually. But if you're not
Jesus.
by it, you're on the opposite side of the world, yada yada, you have a chance of getting infected and dying that way. So with that, and just kind of like extra disease running around, Left 4 Dead doesn't have that. You can be hit left and right all day
I
long, and your
think
guy
they
just like,
have,
oh,
well, they have, I think they have some other disease, but it's like slime gush type thing that
oh,
you
you're
can't
talking
get.
about what the big dudes? They just throw up on you. That just draws in the other ones, but
Well,
it
no,
doesn't stay long.
I think on the second one they had it like the zombies that were spreading some sort of thing, disease or whatever. But again, it's still the city. Like the city, you have nowhere to fucking go. Like,
We
and
could go
there's
out.
because what city is it in? Is it in New York?
Uh, I
Because
can't
that's a
remember.
huge. If it's New York,
Okay, we're talking about
this
Left 4 Dead
you're
1 or 2.
uh, I think they're both in the same place. I'm pretty sure, but look at both of them. As he does that, you guys put in the comment which one you would rather survive in, and uh, if you have any other games you think you would rather survive, pick than both of these. Go ahead and put that in the comments too.
The story begins in Savannah, Georgia. It ends in New Orleans, Louisiana.
For the second one,
Yeah.
okay. What about the first one?
Uh,
Because whichever one that has the big city, then that's the one we're picking.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Okay. Still, they're big. They're cities, so not as bad as New York. But I I would say on this one too, like if we did a death battle between them, I don't know if there would be a winner. They're all zombies in this world. Like they're not really gonna do much.
If we set them up to go clash, it would. I feel
It
like
would
it'd
be
be a
like
stalemate.
yeah. I know there's one world that I would absolutely never choose. World War Z
World
zombies.
War Z zombies.
Yeah. Oh my, if you have a chance, look that up sometime.
I'll look it up right
The
now.
look up the zombies running in that video. Look up just the zombie waves. It
Well,
is
I think I've seen gameplay. I
insane.
just need to. Oh
It is
yes, I have seen the gameplay of this.
fuck that.
Oh, not gameplay. Sorry, I was thinking of a video game. World War Z. I've seen it. That's terrifying. Yes, like the whole scene of them like climbing up the walls was like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
if we didn't? But
I
also,
played that.
I feel like the humans would have figured that out a long time ago. Not in just
What?
that heat of the moment. It's like, oh yeah, when we turn on loudspeakers, they go crazy. Maybe we shouldn't do that, and this won't
Well,
happen.
these zombies weren't I mean they were attracted to that, but also they didn't go for anyone who was sick. If you were sick, they didn't go
Yeah.
for you.
Well, I'm talking about them initially climbing for the wall because only they started swarming that one section when the bullhorn was going off and all the feedback was coming off it. Then they started going crazy and climbing up that
Oh,
one spot trying to get over
you're
it.
talking about the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because someone sabotaged it.
I don't
Someone did it on, yeah, someone did it on purpose.
I don't think they sabotaged it because in there it was the people like singing a song over the speakers for like being let in or something like that. It was all
Yeah,
just like music and just crappy speakers, and then all the zombies were
well,
like,
it was yeah, well they would do the speakers to shift the zombies constantly throughout the wall. They had different speakers. so it was constantly shifting throughout the wall. But it was the issue of someone did it and they couldn't stop it
Mm.
because someone did it when they weren't
Why
supposed
not
to.
like shoot the speaker? I feel like that might be worth it at that point.
Also, they the zombies get smarter, so they realize that there's more people over this wall, so that's when they start to climb. They start to make bridges and shit, and
That's
it is
wild, dude.
insane. There's also, would you? This is well, I guess I think they made a game, but there's also a movie. The movie with Will Smith, I Am
Oh,
Legend.
yes.
I would not have those either.
Oh no, fuck
Those
that.
are like
Mm-mm.
vampire zombies.
Dude, no. If I got caught in a trap and I just had to think myself, I'm gonna be sitting here till nightfall when they would come out, I couldn't do it. I'd go crazy. Yeah, literally. I sitting there knowing what's about to happen and I have absolutely zero control and I literally
Yeah.
can only wait. I might just cut the leg off. I
Dude, see, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like to say I could. I don't think I could. I would just die there. They would kill me because there's no way I'm cutting my leg off. I
Well,
just
it's
couldn't do it.
also
I
like
just couldn't do
I
it.
don't even know if I'd have. Well, I don't even know if you would have this stuff in that scenario to be able to. Like, if I'm hanging upside down, the car's over there with all my shit in it. Like,
I mean, also at the same time, you never know what you're gonna do, I guess, because there's been people who there was a dude who off topic a little bit, but a dude who got stuck in a mountain and a
mm,
boulder. He was in a crevice and a boulder landed on him in the crevice,
oh,
and he cut his own leg off using a fucking uh like a one of those safety knives things with the saw. He cut his leg off
ah,
from that. I think it was like his lower foot. Yeah, I'm like,
ah,
it was
dude,
terrible. I believe it might be.
how many times do you think he passed out in the middle of doing
Dude, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna cut my leg off. Let's just
that?
pass
Literally, I'd be sitting there just like the entire time, just
as
I
you
can't do
start to
it.
cut it. The
Ugh.
whole time it looks like you're doing it. You have the back end of the blade. You're like, I can't. I'm done. All right. So the next one is yeah. So my thing was getting a little dumb. Titanfall or Halo, which we're mainly going to talk about this specific one. We're going to talk about the Spartans versus the Titans. We're not talking about the
Hold
armies
on, but before
currently.
we get, oh, you want to talk about that one before grunts?
Grunts.
Yeah, number two.
Number two for me is am I looking at a different one? Number two for me is Titanfall and Space Marines.
Yeah, but at the beginning it says which grunt would you rather be, a
Oh shit!
rifleman?
I didn't. Okay, yeah. We knew that. We I didn't know it was all one sentence.
Oh yeah, no,
Uh,
that's all one sentence.
I just went straight to the back and was like, here it is. Um, so I believe, and then Tucker also believes, right, that they're called grunts. Like they're
Yeah,
all
so I'm
called
pretty
grunts.
sure uh well,
Correct us in the comments if we're
the
wrong.
overall term for them in both games are grunts, but their technical names for in Titanfall, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's rifleman, and then I I call them Space Marines because I think that's what
They're
they're called
not.
in Halo.
They're not. They're called
There's so many
Spartans.
times he. No, I'm not talking about like the Spartans. I'm talking about the grunts, the Space Marines, not the Spartans, the
Oh
one with
yeah,
armor.
they're called Space Marines
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
who I was talking about. And basically just the question is which one would you rather be? Would you rather be a Titanfall 2 grunt or would you rather be a Halo grunt?
Halo Grant all the fucking way. Just because in the middle, I don't have to worry about. I I'm setting the scene. Chris is running through the thing, shooting people. I don't have to worry about fucking my own Titan just slamming down on top of me. I just have to worry about hopefully Master Chief. I don't get
Keyword
like
hopefully.
enough. Yeah. Hopefully that the enemy's blood doesn't get on me, and he doesn't think I'm one of them because he's gonna fucking murder me.
Right.
Um, but like I would definitely rather be that just because Titanfall is less to worry about in the Master Chief universe. It's just a war.
Mm-hmm.
Where Titanfall, you got to worry about fucking Titans
Yeah.
falling on you, rockets going off with Titans. Like, you're just a human, and you're a grunt human. You're not even a pilot. You're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
And then there's robots on their team also, and you're just a human. You have robots on your team, but they have robots who
Robots that'll
don't
just
give
rip
a
your arms out of your
who
sockets.
yeah don't give a fuck about you. They were gonna charge you, and you'd be like, "Oh, I shot your leg off," and they're like, "Still walking to you." And I'm like, "Please die."
See, I I honestly don't know which one I'd rather be because I completely agree with you. Being a Titanfall 2 grunt, it'd be like it's cool and all, but the amount of stuff that would absolutely rock my world is just too many.
One
Titans
thing.
stepping on me, an enemy Titan just coming around the corner and doing like I do. The game
Oh,
just punches me and just turns me to.
three things.
Yeah.
One of these you mentioned on your Twitch slash nameless pilot. You said, and I run them. Uh, Tickers. Imagine rolling around and you see a ticker charge at you.
Oh, the ticks that you can throw
Yeah,
around.
ticks. Yeah.
Yeah, the things that
Imagine
just
seeing
crawl
that. You're
around that
like,
are just an
fuck.
explosive mine,
Yeah.
dude.
There's also if a pilot's running around, they have the lock on pistol, and your whole
Oh my
squad gets
god.
wiped out by one
Oh
dude.
my god. Dude, if a
Or
pilot comes around the corner, he's gonna wipe you out anyway. Like,
I know, but
well,
when
it
you
also seems like grunts just lack common sense.
yeah, but
Like,
we're smart grunts.
yeah, if we're smart grunts, honestly, I feel like we'd get promoted pretty fast. I'm gonna be real with you.
I
Like,
think we would die.
well,
I
just
think
like
we would be
we have
fucked.
common sense. So like, if they had an enemy pilot that was wall running and it looked like he was gonna jump over us and throw a grenade, maybe we would aim up and kill him before he does that.
You want to see? Well, you want to hear one thing too?
What?
When the game's over, they only bring a plane for the pilots. All the grunts that just left there. The fight off. You're just screwed. They're
Well,
like,
that's
yeah.
where they end the scene. Obviously, they have to come and get the grunts to transport them somewhere else
No,
so they can die
no,
again.
they're grunt. There's a reason why they're called grunts.
But then I struggle with trying to say I want to do the Halo one too, because like, well, like we're going up against aliens here that are way superior than we are. I'm sitting here with I don't even know what type of gun I have, and he's coming at me with an energy sword, ready to just end my world.
Well, that's the thing though. He's running in. Your assault rifle will fuck him up.
And also, I also think about like what happens. What happens if we're grunts fighting on whatever planet we're at, and they blow up our spaceship? Now, we can't go home, and we're stuck there the rest of our lives.
Well,
And
if we
B,
win, we'll
it's
call
just
Master
full of the
Chief.
enemy.
If we
How?
win, well, if
How are
it's
we gonna call him?
well, they were already. He would already be there.
Would
Any
he?
big war, he's already there, dude.
Mm-hmm. What
If it's a
happens?
big war,
What happens
that
if
always
the
shows up
conflict?
after.
What happens if the conflict wasn't big enough to call him in? So our ship got blown up in space, and now
And
we can't go back, and we're just stuck there.
and then
Like, you
I'll
know how much that would suck?
it would suck, but what would happen would be is I would become a Spartan,
Mm.
Spartan 335,
Mm.
and I would have to save everyone.
Oh, yes. What armor would you wear? Where would you get it from? I'm so curious.
I would use after I kill an alien, I would take one of their armors,
Mm.
or I would use the I would or I, we would after we have some friends that die. I
What, are you
would
going to kill him or something?
no, they're already be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I would take their bones and rewrap it around
Damn.
mine, give me extra.
Damn.
Not I wouldn't even empty them out.
Sorry, Billy. It
I
really
would just
sucks you died, but I
I would
need
just
your
duct
bones.
I would just duct tape their arm around me and just got like three heads around me.
Sorry, Frank. I need to borrow your skull real quick.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Damn.
No, yeah, we would be fucked most likely. But again, at least with that, like you with Titanfall, it's a war. Like they're what the fuck?
What?
My camera went.
Oh, nice.
Um, there is a war on like every planet. Like their home planets are getting attacked and shit like that. Like Titanfall or Halo, they did have one home planet fucked. That was Reach, and it got destroyed. But the planet's still there. But um, they're like big main planets are usually fine. So we
Mm.
could get deployed there. We could be like desk jobs, you know?
See, the one plus I feel like Titanfall has is when you're in Titanfall, it's like human versus human type deal. It's human versus human technology or
Oh,
humans in
technology.
general. So you're either fighting another human or you're fighting something a human made. In
Let's,
Halo, you are fighting something that is not a human. It is
yeah,
drastically different.
which I feel like would be better because I'm not gonna lie,
Well,
like
half the time they're smarter
I'm
than
not
you.
a, yeah, but I'm not. I mean, fuck. I mean, that's like half the world. But so it's it good
Yeah.
anyway.
You're not wrong.
So cancel Tucker,
You're
2023.
the one who said it.
Um, yeah, you can't say it back though, Tucker.
Oh,
You can't repeat.
oh my god.
So the good thing about that though is I'm not a killer. I don't want to kill people. Aliens, I don't give a fuck about them, dude. I would fucking be chopping them bitches down like crazy. I'll be back, dude. You can drive the world back. Let's just put this in the world too. Manifest, since I feel like we're the reason. The bot podcast is the reason why Titanfall 2 got that update.
I agree.
Let's just put this in the world. Let's get a Titanfall 3
Mhm.
that has a battle royale with the Titans included into the normal multiplayer and story, and a alien mode where we have to fight off alien waves that are bigger like aliens that match the mechs,
Mhm.
the Titans, because that a wave-based game, and let's get more fully customizable Titans. I want legs, arms, weapons. Like I want to be able to like, oh hey, I don't want a minigun. I want
Right.
a rocket launcher. But
Yeah.
there's a weight limit on this frame. Like having to customize your frame on Titanfall would be an Unreal Engine 5 Titanfall. Oh my God. Tucker's like the money
Yeah,
credit
literally,
card meme.
let me get my card out real quick. I'll just hand it to you
Shit.
right now.
If they just said Titanfall 3, you'd be like,
Dude, as soon as I see the title, I'm pre-order. I don't give a shit. I will pre-order that
you
on the
should
spot.
you should pre-order from GameStop if it comes out. Because so you can get like a statue or something.
Dude, I really should. Well,
Because
see
they do
the problem
if
with
you
pre-ordering
pre-order
from
the first one, you
GameStop.
got the helmet.
Are you serious?
Yep, this and the second one was a massive, like I think it was about, you can't see it. You know what my desk is. About this big of a Titan. I think it was BT, and he's standing on top of another Titan, and he has the one dude in his hands, or he has his chest like open for the one dude.
So I'm just slightly jealous that I didn't get to do that.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, here's another question. How well do you think the Titanfall universe? Okay, well, hold on. Before we move on from that, we need to establish which one we'd rather be in. So, which grunt would you rather be, uh, Halo and Titanfall wise? Like, would you rather be
We're,
a Titanfall grunt or would you rather be a Halo grunt?
oh, I would rather be a Halo grunt.
Halo grunt. Okay,
Yeah.
I I'm so on the fence. I don't. I
Well,
think
you also like
personally.
Titanfall so much that your brain is like,
Well, yes, but
I would
there's
rather
so much
be.
I agree with you. Like
There's
I
a
know,
chance I could be promoted.
well, there's just I'm crossing my fingers that I
Yeah,
get the Jack Cooper situation.
yeah, that's what you're hoping.
But no, I'm thinking about it. Like there's so many times like I could just go down from the ship, like zip line down from the ship, land, and immediately there's a Titan there that's just it's gonna rock my shit.
Oh
Like I
shit! If
understand that, and I
the
also get
ship
like, oh, what Black Ops was it where you get your arms ripped off by the robots?
is it, I think maybe Black Ops
I
3
think it's three.
or
That's
Advanced
another.
Warfare.
That's another scene that's going through my mind is like walking up on some of those robots, and I just like don't have a gun. Like go to swing on them, they just grab my arm and just remove it from my body.
Oh yeah,
Stuff
they
like
will
that.
just
Yeah, just like
see
there's
the
so many things
aliens.
that could wreck my world.
Yeah,
But I, I'm not I'm not too keen on traveling to other planets with aliens that could kill me either. So I think I'd lean more towards Titanfall, even though the probability of me dying is higher, just
more
because
simple.
it's a little bit
It's more.
simpler. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, having the having to deal with like all the alien technology and going to different planets that have like massive alien like creatures that could kill you too.
Yeah.
So I mean that's understandable.
Now maybe if I was like an operator of like a vehicle or something, I'd be a little bit more inclined.
Oh
Like
yeah.
a scorpion or something like that. I think I'd be a little bit more inclined to go there. But then in the same breath, I feel like I wouldn't want to do that because if I'm in one of those, there's probably I forget what the tanks are called for the
I think
alien
oh
side. But if I saw one of them shoot one of their, just ball energy blasts at me, I might just be like, well, screw me then. Fuck my life. Like I,
yeah, there's nothing to dodge.
I have gone through years of training to operate this. I then went through years of hyperspace to get here. I have then spent years fighting this, only to come to this moment to get to this exact planet to roll my tank around the corner, ready to wreck some shit, and then he's just sitting there like, "Hey."
Yeah, you're just dead. Yeah.
And it's just it. I'm
I
sitting
mean,
there. I'd be pissed. I'd be looking at that ball come in. I'd be like, "Are you kidding me? I spent all this time. I fired this thing a total of one time. Let me have some fun."
well, see, I just remember that scene on Titanfall 2 where that always gets me, where they're dropping off the ships and you're about to jump out and they show like the 3 or 4 ships that you're near and one of them gets like a Titan fucking goes through it and I'm like, well, they're fucked. And then another one gets shot down immediately and yours sure starts to get shot down, but you're supposed to jump out. Or it gets shot down as it takes away or
Are you
some
talking
bullshit
about
like
the
that.
drop pod or like the ship itself?
The ships themselves that like
Ah,
that's one out. Yeah.
yeah,
I
that.
remember like, there's a mission with that and I'm like, that's what immediately what I think of. Like at least on Halo I can get to the fucking planet without dying.
Yeah, that's
Like I can
another
touch
thought.
the
It's like
ground.
you spend all that time traveling, or you spend all that time training to be a grunt. You spend all that time getting set up to move with this unit across the way to fight in this war. You get there, getting ready to go, and next thing you know, you're done.
Yeah. Imagine surviving something like that and you're like halfway dead. That would be the worst.
Yeah, that'd
You
be.
joined the dark side there for a bit.
Yeah, my computer decided to shut off. So
I just imagine you had just pulled out a red lightsaber, like whoa,
greetings.
chill.
Yeah,
Um,
but I'd have to lean to Titanfall 2 just because it's a little bit simpler.
yeah. I mean, I can understand that. Either
I
way,
wish
we're
there were
both.
like tanks or vehicles or stuff in Titanfall. You know how cool that would be.
There probably is, but
Well, I mean,
I've,
think about how many campaign missions there are, how many we've gone on, and what we've seen. I mean, I don't
I
think
think
I
to get the,
ever saw any vehicles like that.
yeah. I mean, you think there would be. I mean, we would still rock tanks and shit to go against, especially again if there's a fucking Titan. We need tanks.
Yeah. Well,
And
because I know there's like anti-Titan like launchers or stuff, but it sorry, I rolled out of my spot here. There we go. Um, I know there's like anti-Titan launchers and stuff, but you know how long it takes to use one of those to kill a Titan. There should
yeah,
be like tanks there that's like, oh yeah, my sole purpose is to fire this one shot into the center and, you know, eliminate the target. But I don't know.
yeah. I mean, you would think that there would also be like I don't know what they're called, but they're like anti-aircraft vehicles that like the trucks that have all the square rockets that just fucking blast off like a
Oh
hundred
yeah,
rounds
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
second. Those would be there and just being like, there's a Titan. We don't give a shit. There's civilians. We're blowing that bitch up.
Right.
But I don't know.
But yeah, so we've established which side we'd rather be on. Let's dig into it a little bit more. Let's say the flood were to come into the Titanfall 2 universe.
Oh, the flood would win.
It would win.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about some of this at work. We have a coworker that was very passionate about it. Noah, you know who you are. What? There, yeah, just tell me. So yeah, they would win. I mean, just on the fact that like the way they work. I mean, it all depends on like if they came to the Titanfall universe, like if there was a ship that landed there, it would all depend on how long it took them to actually go to that ship and deal with the situation.
Mm.
Because also they wouldn't be prepared. They're not prepared for it. They don't know what the fuck it is. So if they don't aren't good enough to wipe it out right there,
Well, see, that's the
they're
thing.
they're done.
I think they would be because at that point, if it starts taking over that world, the moment like that they see that it's taking over their Titans, well, they're not going to send their Titans there anymore, and they'll be like trying to get more of a reading from above than actually on planet. So
But
I
if it
feel
was,
I feel
you
like
could
once
think
it
though.
started spreading enough that they would start giving it that space and like back off and kind of just let it do its thing.
But they wouldn't. The thing about the flood though is you wouldn't know how it works, and they would if it, you gotta think if it landed to Titanfall like world, the scenario is that it would land on a planet where the Titans have to stay and fight
Mm.
because it's like a main planet, so they can't just leave the planet with all the civilians there.
Yeah.
So they would have to block it off. Also, they're not gonna send a shit ton of Titans to look at that. Maybe just one,
Well, yeah,
because
they
usually
won't
you
send
only
a
need
shit
like
ton off the start, but if they send one Titan and then look at it and say, "Oh, there's a rogue Titan," they don't want that Titan going and killing their people, so they're gonna send more Titans to go
which would
deal
be
with that one.
that's what which would be bad because the situation now since the flood knows how to corrupt the Titan because it can do that, it would know easily how to start to corrupting the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of they're pretty much like zombies in a way. Like the amount of numbers they have, but also if it where like if the ship lands in like a major city and starts
Oh,
inflecting
that's game over.
like that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like it's all about where it lands and what are they called? The like the Halo universe has the US something. Is there like a
Oh,
I think
crap. Uh, Let me look. I can't remember that.
just look up
I
what
know
the
the factions that are part of it, but I don't know the actual.
like the name of the actual. And this is another thing too. You're under the assumption for me that the best pilots are not on world.
Frontier Militia is what they're
The
called.
fun, all right. So you're also I'm on the assumption that the best pilots that the Titanfall universe has are not on this world. They're gone fighting somewhere else.
Yeah, but I mean the concept is still the same. You could have the
Yeah,
best Titan
but
on that
still.
world and he's still gonna get it's still gonna kill him. Now let's
Yeah,
say okay, so
but
it's
he
pretty
was
much a given that the flood is gonna take over wherever it is.
ju-
But what if we
yeah.
had regular zombies? Not regular zombies, but
Oh,
let's say State of Decay or like Left 4 Dead type zombies.
they would get fucked. They would get fucked
See,
because
I
they would just
agree.
be the Titans. Like, there's especially if you just brought in like the Sword Titan guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then your boy, the Fire one. He would just fucking melt them. There would be also there's gas, the electric gas stuff
Yeah.
that would stun the fuck out of them. Like it might not, and it would also probably blow their. It would probably, I bet, enough electricity, which is what that is, and a gas, would probably fucking shock the shit out of your brain and may like fry it, which
Mm-hmm.
is exactly what you need to do. But also, you line up like three Titans, especially if you had like I think it's the one that I use where the bullets turn sideways.
Mm.
You start spraying that down to fucking wherever they're coming from, they're
Well, you don't even
done.
need to do that. You just walk through them. I mean,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think a zombie. The World War Z zombies. If you
see,
started the,
they're. I
I
feel like they're worse off than it would be for State of Decay or Back for Blood because World War Z zombies are regular. They can just run fast.
they they are regular. Well, there are some different versions, but they're a lot stronger than normal zombies too. But this is the thing. There are billions of these fucking things. So like you drop one, just one on in the middle of the city, one city, then that whole city is infected. And they would just I feel like they would climb up and just start ripping off pieces of the Titan. They would I feel like they would have a better chance than the State of Decay or the they would still lose, but I feel like they would have a better
I
chance
feel like
just
World
because
War
the
just because
number.
well, so the only we can't really go off number on that because the number is just off the number they infected. And if
Yeah,
there's a lot of World War Z zombies, then that means that there'd be a lot of every other type too. So size wise, I don't think we can compare it on that. And when we were comparing, I think we'd have to really focus on the ability of them. Like World War Z zombies, honestly, like correct me if I'm wrong, their only ability is they can run fast, which is a huge advantage
they're
compared to most regular zombies, which can only walk. But
well, they're also. I think they have a. They can. They don't. What is it? They run fast. They're strong. They're a lot normally stronger than normal zombies.
right, but
Because
it's
they've
not
been
like
shown to like.
superhuman strength. It's just like
Well, technically, yeah, it is superhuman strength because they can do more than, from my understanding,
right, but
more.
they're not like picking up buildings or anything.
No,
Is
no,
what I'm
no, no, no,
saying.
no.
It's like
But
they.
again,
It
it's
seems like what got infected, like literally as it would seem, like only affected their mind, and the rest of their body is still healthy and fine. If anything, it's getting
yeah.
stronger.
This is the thing though. Again, it's the number game is so important for the fact that like, let's say uh you have you have one person trying to pick up one thing. It's not gonna be as good as five people picking up that one thing. Like the massive amount of zombies would be able to, I think, outswarm one Titan
Hmm.
to where it at least falls down. He's trying to get him off of him. They're like breaking shit. But again, the outcome would still be the same. One mistake of that happening, and then they will never let it happen again.
Yeah.
They would never.
Well,
They would
it's
nuke
also
the
just
fuck out
like
of them.
I was about to say is like if this Titan started to get overrun, it ejects the pilot. It does a nuclear detonation, and then
That
that horde
pilot's
coming up is
that
gone.
pilot's fucked though.
Oh, he can
You
wall
think?
run. He's fine.
Well, there's nothing to wall run on. This is the thing that doesn't make sense to Titan. You just let off a nuke. There's nothing around you for a little bit. The buildings don't just stay there.
Well, that's why you use a grapple boy and you grapple to the next closest building, wall run on that back to base and be like, hey, this just happened.
Do you know how big a nuke would get? Like the section?
Well,
Because
I
that's
don't think the game really means that they have a nuke in there. It's just the reactor in there explodes, which, as you see in the game, isn't that big.
yeah, it's still big enough to wipe out a huge radius. I would say
I
close to
mean, it's
20
probably
foot.
like, yeah, 20 feet, dude. That's not that much at all.
You,
It does a 20 foot circle
uh,
around you the entire way. So now
let
that
me.
little section in the vast area you're fighting is gone. Do you know still how much is going to be around you?
Yeah, but listen. Um, how tall are you?
6 foot.
So, do you know how many of you make 24? That's a huge fucking. That's a what? Five of you?
Yes, but
Four of
I'm
you?
talking relative to a battlefield. So if
Yeah,
that
but I'm saying
explosion
is,
goes off, okay, so now you have that one section where everything in it is basically evaporated.
but then you also have. There's no fucking way. There's no radiation right.
Well, clearly there's not because there's none in the game.
Yeah, apparently. Also, your grappling. What is your grappling hook? Fucking mile long? No, little fucking fucking
It's got a good
like.
range on it.
Oh my god. No, it doesn't. It has a
Yes,
shitty
it does.
range.
It does not.
It's,
Bro,
you know
I
what?
use that thing and launch myself across maps.
Cancel Titanfall 2.
Shut the fuck up.
Uh, so I think that's a we can move on to the next one. I'm
Yeah.
just fucking
You wanna ask it?
my brain's fucking. What is the next one? Oh my gosh, my phone's being dumb today. My bad, guys.
Dude, I don't this is kind of a given. I don't really know what we were thinking with this next one.
Yeah, I don't. Would you rather be? Oh yeah, would you rather be in a Siege universe or a For Honor universe? And what I mean by that is you're one of the operators or you're one of like the heroes
Yeah.
type of the knights, Vikings, stuff like that. I'd rather be in the Siege universe
Agreed.
because I don't want to get cut in fucking
I
half.
was about to say the same thing is like I would much rather my death
But
have a high probability of me just getting shot between the
you know
eyes and I'm
what?
going to fall over dead rather than be fighting someone, get my arm ripped off, and then go through a super slow execution. It's
I
not
don't
about
know.
that life.
I don't know. I would probably want to be. I don't know. A Viking seems pretty fucking cool. I do love Vikings. I don't want to get shot in the fucking head. Um,
Bro, quick and painless.
I don't
For
know.
honor, you're going to be going in
I'm.
there. You're going to be getting jabbed at by the
I don't think
villagers
so,
sitting
dude.
there like jabbing at you. You're going to
I
get
could
being swung at. You need to be able to block, and you know those people don't touch grass, so you'd be blocking to save
just
your
parry.
life at that point.
Just
Uh,
parry, bro.
you're so
Um.
right.
So they both suck. I would rather not be in any of them. Knowing my luck, I would fucking end up getting like on Titan. This would mean not Titanfall. This would mean Siege. Fuck. This would be me in Siege. I would immediately be like, okay, I'm breaching. As I'm breaking down the wooden barrier, shotgun in the fucking face. Immediately, someone would be like I would be like,
Hey, what's up,
boom.
dude?
Yeah. Dude would be like,
Yeah.
boom. And then based on how I played yesterday, for some fucking reason, when I hook up my controller to my PC, the settings are completely different. So I'm over here, I'll just shoot around him, and the guy would be like, "I'm
Yeah.
okay, okay, cool,
See,
boom."
that's a thought that I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like, I feel like my reaction time might be a little bit better than me using a controller. Like, if I was the one standing there, I feel like it might be slightly better just because I'm in the moment type of deal.
But also, I would forget who the fuck's my teammate. Like, if you all look the
hopefully,
same.
hopefully, years of training with the same people would help avoid that. But I'm also thinking of Fuse's war crime stick he has, and I don't necessarily know if that's something that I'd like to go up against.
Imagine being a defender and going against fucking Fuse. He's fucking. But wait a minute, and then you have Blackbeard. You'd be running up thinking you're about to kill this guy, and he's just like
Dude, his
ping, ping,
shield is
ping, ping.
so weak. You'd shoot through that and kill him so fast.
Well, okay. In reality, though, his shield wouldn't be at his peak. You would not shoot through that fucking
No,
shield
you
so
wouldn't.
fast. I used to
You'd
play
shoot
him just
center
because of that.
mass though, and you'd kill him.
Yeah,
'Cause
imagine.
that thing stops him from getting shot in the face. That doesn't block
Yeah,
his chest at all.
but if you
You
had
hit
it, if
center
you,
mass, he's gonna be like, oh.
but also this is we if we played it and we're like living in that universe, him standing on something or not standing on something, but crouching against something in front of him, like a still thing, you're not shooting him right there. You're
Don't
only
peek him
shooting
then.
if you have to save a civilian.
Well, last
Like
time
if
I
he,
checked, the
oh yeah,
defenders aren't saving the civilian. He
he's like,
is.
come, he's like, you come save him, huh? Huh? Imagine walking into a room with a Kachanka just fucking sprays you down.
Dude, nah.
I would fucking kill
See,
myself. I'd be like, really?
I'd much rather take that over someone in For Honor coming up on me with a battle axe and a passion for killing people slowly.
I think I would have. I think I would rather go for honor.
You'd much rather have a slow, painful death versus a quick, painless death.
Yeah, because it's like an honor type thing.
Yeah, tell me that when you're sitting there bleeding and your shoulder is currently not connected to your body.
But what if we win? Like if I win,
Even if your team wins, that doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to survive.
yeah, neither in for our siege though. So like I'm
Yeah.
not guaranteed to survive either
Every
way. So
time you go out, there's a chance that you could die. And
might
I'd
as
much
well go
rather
out.
my chance of dying be quick and painless versus slow and brutal.
What if you get shot in the leg? So or you walk into a frost trap and you're
Welcome to.
bleeding out.
Well, technically you don't. Well, you do bleed out from those.
Yeah.
See, even those though, it's a frost trap. Okay, if we're gonna be realistic here, you wouldn't bleed out from that.
Yeah, you would. It's a bear trap.
No,
It would
because you
hit
put a
your leg.
tourniquet on your leg.
You wouldn't know that that's a thing though. You wouldn't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. In this thing, you don't know what you're going. They're not like
Also,
she has bear traps.
well, yes, but they also do a pre-scan before they go in the area. And if we saw that frost was in there, I'd be checking my feet wherever I go.
But she could have put up something where you didn't see it, and if you walked into it, it's going through whatever you have there.
Yeah, it's gonna be going through the bullets that I'm shooting into it. They're
Oh
not that
my
hard not
god.
to see. Like it's, I mean, no, they're not that hard to see. Sorry, I said that backwards.
So you're telling me, and when we play again, that you are never gonna walk into a frost trap because you know where they're at, and they're not that hard to see.
See, I'm
Is
not
what you're
gonna
telling me?
say that because the moment that I do, you're going to give me the utmost crap for it. But I will say
Yeah.
80% of the time,
Oh
90% of
yeah.
the time, 90% of the time, I won't touch them.
Honestly, I was just. This is a weird strat, but we should do armor on a frost trap, so people try and
See,
grab the
I
armor.
thought about it, but I don't think we could place the rook armor satchel on top of the trap. I think that'll
True.
end up like pushing it to the side or something.
Put some C4. Go downstairs and put C4 underneath the roof of where you put your armor at. So right when they go and get it, you just blow it up. I, w- um, yeah, I would rather do For Honor.
Hmm. Now, here might be a stupid question, but I'll ask it anyway. If these two games were to clash, who do you
Oh,
think
For
would be?
Honor.
What? You think For
Yeah,
Honor would win?
ping, 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 ping. Dude, they would just
Bro,
parry
shut the
that
fuck up.
bullet.
That's not how that
Dude,
works. That's
they
not
would
how that
parry it.
works.
It's
No.
easy, bro. Bro,
No.
it's bro,
If
bro,
I'm
bro.
using a machine gun, you can't go ping 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 if I'm just spreading at you.
I
You're
would
going to
parry.
fall over dead.
I would parry,
I'd
bro.
throw a C4 at you. You'd be done.
No, I would block it.
No, you wouldn't. You're lying.
Yes,
You're
I
trying to
would.
gaslight me.
Hmm.
You're
No, I'm
so
not.
wrong. Yes, you are.
No, I'm being dead
Plus
serious. I would
smoke.
just parry it.
I throw one of smoke's things over there. You're done. You
No,
breathe
I have a
that in,
perk.
your lungs just turn to
No,
razors. Don't even
I have
talk
a,
to me about perks. That's not how that
I have,
works.
I have perks on, dude.
Shut the fuck up. No, you don't.
Also, I would. I mean, if it's was how many siege has? Five, six people?
Yeah.
Okay. Are the Vikings attacking or defending? Or the here or the knights and all that attacking or defending?
Let's say they're attacking.
Okay, so the I would call in the
Oh, you'd call in?
yeah, because they have them. I would do the
Last time I
barrage of
checked,
arrows.
For Honor doesn't have a call in, but go on.
Yeah, you call in the barrage of arrows.
On a house?
Yeah, just in case flaming arrows. So I'll just burn the house down.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, in Siege and in For Honor, I don't think fire spreads, so that wouldn't work.
it's a real world. Okay, they would spread.
If it's the
Um,
real world, then I have satellites up above telling me exactly where you and your people are.
nah,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
see this. I
yeah.
have
In the real
nah,
world, I can have a squad
nah,
bigger than 5, so technically
nah,
you wouldn't be able to do
no,
nothing. Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
no. I would have an army surrounding the whole house. What do you mean?
Yeah, and I know exactly where your army is.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yes, I
This
would.
is no, because I would just parry it. So it's
This
just that
guy,
easy. You'd
this
parry,
guy,
parry or
this
block.
guy.
Also, I would have rage mode. So when you shoot me, I would just go in rage mode, gain all my health back,
Bro, if I put a
and just
bullet in
start.
your skull, you can't just go into rage mode and be like, bah!
Yeah, yeah, I can, dude. I just go
No,
in rage mode. I
no.
can take an axe to the head. I'm pretty sure I can go take a bullet and go
You
rage
can't
mode
take a bullet from Cali's sniper rifle. You cannot.
because I would parry it.
No, you wouldn't.
Just- yes, I would. First off, she's an attacker, not defender, so that she's
Yeah,
not
well,
in.
real world scenario, I can use anyone on the Rainbow Six team. So
Oh, then I would have the Vikings. I would have the ninja. So you wouldn't even see him coming. I would have the monkey. He can teleport. He would teleport in there. What the fuck? He would just kill you guys. He did,
no,
dude. Like when you shoot, he would parry.
no,
Done.
you wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
That's
He would
not
just.
how that works.
He would. Also, there's a chick could spread poison without doing anything. So she would just walk underneath you. I spread poison. You guys
So
would
you
die.
forget we know exactly where you are the
Yeah,
entire
she's
time.
right underneath you guys.
We
But
know
she
before
would.
she even gets there. She'd be like trying to be all sneaky beaky like, and then
It
we'd
wouldn't
just be
matter.
like, "Hey,
There would be. She would literally just sneak in, and she would parry you guys'
she
bullets,
wouldn't sneak in though.
poison you guys.
She wouldn't sneak in
She
though.
would.
No,
She
she
would.
wouldn't. No,
Bro, anything you come at, parry.
bro, you can't just say that. That's not how that works.
Parry?
Oh my god.
I'm parrying your this conversation right now.
And I
Parry.
put a bullet through your parry and say
Nope.
you lose.
Blocked. Rage mode. Back to parry. Kick.
Too bad.
Dead.
Too
I
bad.
won.
Too bad.
I won.
I won.
C4. You guys don't know what claymores are. I'm just put claymores everywhere,
Don't need to. I would walk through them.
and you would die.
No, I don't think so. I think.
So
it'll be
we're
fine.
just gonna move on because Chris just refuses to show that he's wrong here. Even though we all know that if Siege went up against For Honor, Siege would win just because of technological advances.
Oh yeah, we already talked about the universe we were in. That's all we have on our list.
That is all, and we are getting close to
Pretty
that
close to
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go ahead and end it here. Because you got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. My dog is barking like crazy, whining in the background like a baby.
Dude, I gotta get out of this room. It's so hot in here, dude.
Yeah, so share it, the podcast, YouTube, Spotify, the official Bot Podcast, normal Bot Podcast. We're on Twitch on Beach Sheriff, Nameless Pilot. Eventually, in the near future, hopefully, we're also going to be posting and doing this on like Twitch, like posting the videos just on Twitch. We can upload them, and then edit them there, and so you guys can also see it on there and stuff. And if future live streams, if we ever do a future live stream, it'll also be on there. But that's just like upcoming stuff in the future. Look forward to that. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Thank you guys so much for listening or watching, whichever you're doing. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and then if you're watching on Spotify, to follow, like it, and share it on there.
and always parry.
And shut up.
You were about to say it.
Goodbye. This conversation's over.